Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. And today I am going to be doing some stitching using the Some Assemblage Required stitching templates from February. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. And I really love these. They're super cute. They are these beautiful little hearts that are dangling from a I guess I'm going to say a string because it's going to be string when it's all said and done, and then some that look like some heart balloons. I'm also going to be using some heartwood veneer from the February release. And so I am just taking my paper, my piercing tool, and I have a mat from the stitching starter set that I am using. And I am just piercing the holes and following along with the templates there and creating my little hearts. And now I went off screen and did my stitching because it took me quite a bit of time to go ahead and do that. And it doesn't make for great viewing because it's really hard to keep it underneath the camera, honestly, because, you know, I don't stitch way out in front of me. I stitch like closer to my body. And I'm flipping the paper back and forth so I can see the back side and the front side. So in hindsight, I probably would have done these on a separate sheet of paper and brought them in just because it was a little bit on the limiting side as to where I could put my ephemera and stuff, given the fact that I didn't really want to cover them up and I couldn't tuck anything under. So I did use these florals from the 49 in Market. I believe it's called Rouge collection, one of their color swatch collections. And you could see me here pulling my photo back, but I'm not able to pull it back all the way because the stitching is over top. And that's okay. It did work out fine the way that I had it, or the way that I ended up with it. But, you know, these I think were originally intended like you would do them on a separate sheet of paper and then cut around them and bring them in as an embellishment. But I did not do that. And so really the option is there to do it either way. It's just things to keep in mind when you are planning out your layout, right? Now the wood veneer, I am going to go ahead and ink that up. I'm using some white acrylic ink out of an acrylic ink pen. And I'm using the special delivery wood veneer, and I am using some of the hearts, and I am also going to be using a couple of the little tiny postage stamp pieces. And so I'm using actually three different wood veneers from the Some Assemblage Required shop. I will put links down below for all of those. They are still available to my knowledge as I'm recording this. The stitching templates are part of a subscription-based program that MK offers. They are completely sold out right now, and the stitching template, I don't know if it's considered a club or not, but it will open up again in the fall. I think the end of October or beginning of November sometime. It will open up again if you want to get in on that. But these were the February stitching templates, or a portion of them. It's not all of them. I think there was one, maybe two more, one more, I think, which I think was a bonus piece. But anyway, they are super cute, and I am so glad that I took advantage of them because I love how they look on this layout. And then I am also using a red acrylic paint pen to fill out some of the red portions of my wood veneer pieces. So the little postage stamps, I think they're super cute, but I wanted to bring in a little added color. And then same with the heart pieces that I am using. So those all got a little bit of white and red on them as well. The acrylic paint pens that I use are from Tule Art. They are available on Amazon. I will include a link for those down below as well. And my white one that I'm using is actually not my Tule Art pen. It is just out of a set of acrylic paint pens that have more of a marker type nib on it than a traditional, or the Tule Art. The Tule Art ones are a little bit, I don't even know what they're made out of, but the other one is definitely like more of a when you think of a marker, it comes out a little bit differently. But I used that because my white one, it was not flowing very well, and I just didn't want to put in the effort of trying to get it to work. The that happens a little bit, or sometimes when I don't clean it very well. I feel like I saw somewhere that if you clean the end of the nib of your Thule art marker, like with a little bit of water, before you put it away, it flows better the next time. And I have not tried that out, but it is definitely something that I'm going to consider trying and seeing if that works. So anyway, I am happy with the way that this is coming out so far. I did not do a whole lot of anything around the outside. I think I'm going to put a white sketchy line all the way around the outside with that same acrylic marker that I have. It's actually a dual tip marker, so one end is fat and one end is not fat. It's skinny, or skinnier. It's not super skinny, but it's skinnier. And it worked really well on the wood veneer pieces. I'm really happy with the way that turned out as well. The photos that I am documenting is a little bit of a little tiny cake that my husband decorated at his work for Valentine's Day. This was actually last year. This year he brought me it was like a set of strawberries dipped in chocolate and some little like pedophores that they did. His office does all kinds of things like that for varying holidays, and so he brought that home for me, and it was super cute. So I wanted to go ahead and document that. And here's my little sketchy outline. I did actually more than a double outline. Normally I do two. I think I did like two, but I went back and I went over the original one a second time, just to give it a little bit of extra pop. I'm going to leave you the links for the products down below, as well as the stitching starter guide in case you're interested in that. Also, MK recently released a video showing you how to do all of the stitches on the starter guide, so I'll put the link for that below as well, so you can check that out in case you're interested. Thank you for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll be back with another video real soon. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.